freight train going so fast. Freight train going so fast. I don't care what train I'm on, as long as it keeps rolling on.
Hey guys, it's the New Hampshire Rail Fan here, and I'm going to be showing you how I constructed this old Boston and Maine, New Hampshire Division caboose kit that I found at a train show God knows how long ago. I've had this for quite a long time, actually. It was sitting in a parts bucket that I had down by my layout in our basement for probably about 2 or 3 years now, and I recently came across it and decided to build it. So here's a little time-lapse of photos of me building it, I guess. Here you go. Now, as you can see in this picture, this thing did not come assembled, obviously. It was a kit that somebody had built, and then it probably was destroyed. But it came in 3 separate pieces: the top bunk, the body, and the main roof. It didn't come with trucks or couplers, so I went to my part box and I took some trucks off of an old boxcar that no longer needed them, and screwed them onto the bottom of the caboose. I was test fitting the bunk to the roof and discovered that the running board on the roof actually was coming off, so I stuck that down with a bit of super glue and we were on our way. My initial plan for the caboose was to have a complete and full interior, but obviously I, for whatever reason, decided not to do that. I had a little table that I was going to put inside, which is, in fact, inside of it now. You probably can't see it through the window. If I get a picture for that, I'll put it in. Using a bit of cardstock, or not card, well, if I had cardstock, I would have used it, but this is actually poster board that I got from my grandmother. Thank you to her. Using that, I made a floor, and then painted that brown for wooden floorboards, and I glued the top bunk to the roof, and using an old Bachmann Santa Fe caboose, I stole the smokestack off of that for the wood stove, and glued that on top of the roof for the B&M caboose, which makes it a whole lot more better looking, in my opinion. I might touch that up later with some black paint, but right as of now, it looks pretty good. So I decided to add a floor to the bunk, so I could add a person sitting up there, so that the conductor. And I'm only now realizing that he's actually on the wrong side. He should be back towards the opposite window for a more realistic positioning, but it's done now, so what can I do about it? Absolutely nothing, because I honestly don't feel like going back and changing that one detail. Other than that, the bunk went on flawlessly. Using thin bits of plastic from old packaging, I created the window film, so that way dust and junk and all sorts of stuff can't get into the interior of the car. I also added the table that I had mentioned I had. I actually took all the brown paint off of it because I thought it looked a little too dark for the interior. So now there's a white table inside, visible through one of the sides of the caboose. You probably have to put a light up to it to see it, but as I said before, if I get a picture of it, I'll put it in the video. And from there, I glued the roof and the bunk on top of the body of the car. So now the whole thing is assembled, and now all it's missing is handrails and couplers. So using some copper wire I had lying around, I glued it down to the car for the handrails. Now my only problem with this is how messy and sloppy the gluing was on it. In the future, I might redo it. I probably won't, just because it was a pain, really, to even get that as a result. Another thing that I noticed right after I finished was that the handrails on the opposite end of the car aren't at all identical in size to the opposite end. The one side, one set of handrails is larger than the other set of handrails. I went ahead and added some prop couplers to the car as a temporary substitute to real couplers, because right now we are short on couplers. I have absolutely nothing to use right now other than those. It's a good thing that I put those on there anyways, because now I have an idea for how tall I need the car to be, because it's actually too low down to the trucks. So the coupler isn't perfectly aligned at all, but trial and error. This whole thing was trial and error. It's my first kit build, so yeah. I think it came out decent for a first time build, but yeah. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and hopefully this gave you guys some inspiration. If you guys have kits of your own that you want to build, then I recommend trying, and the more you do it, the better you'll get over time. So, thank you guys for watching, and with that, that is the New Hampshire Rail Fan signing off with a friendly reminder to keep the rail fanning hobby alive. See you guys in the next video.